In the heart of a lush African village named Ogo, nestled amidst rolling hills and fertile lands, a peculiar mystery had gripped the people. For months, the villagers woke to discover their prized possessions stolen, yams unearthed from the fields, chickens vanished from coops, and goats spirited away in the dead of night. Whispers of a cunning thief soared in the air, but despite numerous complaints to King Bo, the thief remained elusive. The king, a fair but weary ruler, had ordered nightly patrols and set traps around the village. Yet, the thief evaded them all as if guided by the spirits themselves. Frustration grew among the villagers, and hope for justice dwindled. One fateful night, the thief struck again, this time targeting Mama Ifeoma, an elderly widow known for her fiery tongue and spiritual insights. Mama Ifeoma's chicken coop, filled with her last remaining hens, was broken into. By morning, her prized hen, Oaf, was gone. Tears welled in her eyes as she stood before the empty coop. Mama Ifeoma dropped to her knees, pounding the earth with her fist. "Whoever has taken Oaf," she cried, her voice trembling with both rage and sorrow, "may the spirits of this land judge you. Before dawn tomorrow, may you sprout chicken feathers for all to see." The villagers, gathered by the commotion, murmured uneasily. Mama Ifeoma's curses were no trifling matter. Many believed she had the ear of the gods. That night, the village buzzed with anticipation. As the hours crept toward dawn, people peeked out of their homes, eager to catch sight of a feathered culprit. But when the sun rose, the villagers were disappointed to see no one spotting chicken feathers. Whispers of doubt and skepticism replaced the earlier tension. Life resumed, albeit with lingering unease. 7 days passed without incident. It was as if the thief had vanished along with Oaf. Then, one morning, the village awoke to an uproar from the palace. Servants and guards scrambled about, their faces etched with fear and confusion. King Bo, a man of stature and dignity, had refused to leave his chambers. Curiosity got the better of the villagers, and they gathered outside the palace gates. The chief guard, a burly man named Okoro, emerged to address them. "The king has taken ill," he announced hesitantly. "Ill? What kind of illness keeps a king from addressing his people?" Mama Ifeoma's sharp voice cut through the murmurs. Okoro hesitated, beads of sweat forming on his brow. "The king has feathers growing on his body." The crowd gasped. "Feathers?" Whispers erupted like a wildfire. Could the king himself be the thief? The idea seemed preposterous, King Bo, a thief. And yet, Mama Ifeoma's curse was unmistakable. The elders convened a meeting to discuss the shocking development. They demanded to see the king. After much deliberation, King Mo emerged, draped in a heavy cloak despite the sweltering heat. His face was pale, his movements stiff. When he spoke, his voice was filled with anguish. "I am no thief. The gods are testing me for reasons unknown." But the villagers were not convinced. Mama Ifeoma, never one to mince words, stepped forward. "If you are innocent, remove your cloak and show us." The king hesitated but eventually relented. As he removed the cloak, a collective gasp swept through the crowd. His arms and back were covered in soft, golden feathers. The village was thrown into chaos. Some demanded the king step down, while others argued he must be bewitched. Meanwhile, Mama Ifeoma stood silently, her eyes narrowing. That night, Mama Ifeoma sat by her fire, pondering the events. Something felt amiss. The king's feathers did not match the appearance of Oaf, her chicken. They were too fine, too golden. She decided to consult her late husband's divination board. In the dead of night, she cast the sacred cowries. The result was chilling. The thief was closer than anyone imagined. The next day, Mama Ifeoma called for a village gathering. "The king is not the thief," she declared, her voice firm. The villagers, skeptical but intrigued, listen as she explained. The thief is among us, but they have used dark magic to divert suspicion. Her revelation was met with gasps. Who is it, Mama Ifeoma? Someone asked. I will need the thief to reveal themselves, she said, but the gods have promised me a sign tonight. As darkness fell, a storm brewed over the village. Thunder rumbled, and lightning illuminated the sky. Suddenly, a high-pitched scream pierced the air. The villagers rushed to the source, finding the chief guard, Okoro, writhing on the ground outside the palace. His body was covered in coarse, grey feathers, and his hands had transformed into claws. Okoro confessed through sobs. It was me. I stole from the people to feed my greed. But I didn't mean for this to happen. The villagers were stunned. Okoro, trusted protector of the king, was the thief all along. He had used a charm to transfer Mama Ifeoma's curse to the king, hoping to escape suspicion. The elders convened and decided Okoro's punishment. He was banished from the village, left to wander the forests in his cursed form. As for King Mo, the feathers gradually disappeared, and he regained his people's trust. Mama Ifeoma's curse became a legend, a reminder that no crime goes unpunished. From that day, Ogu knew peace, but the tale of the feather thief lived on, a story told around fires to warn against greed and deceit.